because I've had a previous business before that failed, and in that business I couldn't even dream of selling anything out. I was selling, but I wasn't selling out. Like, I would sell and still have stuffs left. So obviously there are things that I did not do in my previous business that I did now that made me sell out fast, and I would just like to share that with you guys, because that's what we do on Queen Boss TV. Hi loves, welcome back to another episode of Queen Boss TV, and on today's episode we're going to be talking about how to sell out in business in 2021. Okay, if you do not know, your girl has a business. I have an online brand, an online skincare brand, so go check it out. Check the link in the description box. Follow QueenC, and we launched about, I think, 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and I freaking sold out in 2 weeks. Like, I'm so grateful to you, everyone who has supported, everyone who has been nice, everyone who has bought from us. Like, it's been so amazing. Like, guys, I cannot even explain, right? I'm just going to share some tips that I feel like would be so helpful for everyone who thinks they cannot sell out, or for everyone who wants to sell out and don't know how to. These are tips that I implemented, and it actually helped me. Obviously, business is not all that glitters. It's not every time rosy, but if you impute things that will help you stand out, then you'll be able to stand out and do the right things that will actually help your business to move forward, basically. So guys, without further ado, let's go straight into the video. So guys, the first thing I feel like you need to know when you want to sell out is know your target audience. Before you even start your brand, before you even do anything about your brand, you need to know who are you going to sell to. Because if you do not know your target audience, honey, who is going to buy? To be honest, who would actually buy? Most times the people that your family, your friends, they might not support you at first. So you need to know who actually needs your stuff. Everyone is not anybody. If your brand is for everyone, then your brand is for no one. So you need to know who would actually come and buy your stuff. That way you would be able to sell out fast and quick without any problems. So when you know that, okay, my target audience, I'm selling brushes. My target audience are definitely girls who need brushes, ladies who need makeup stuff. Those are the kind of people that you would want to reach out to when you're selling something like that. Just an example. So basically, when you know your target audience, it just helps you sell out fast. And when I mean sell out fast, I mean realistic sell out. I'm not trying to say, oh, you sell out in a day or two. Some people, it happens for them, but everyone is different. This life, you cannot just be everyone. Sometimes things may happen for you different. Sometimes you may actually sell out in 4 days, 2 days. It just depends. But when you actually do the right things, that's what matters. When you do the things that will actually put you apart, that's what will help you to sell out. Build your brand around your target audience, because that way they can easily relate and they can easily be able to buy from your brand. Because if, for example, they cannot relate to your brand, they won't be able to be a part of your brand, basically. So whatever you do, you need to know that your target audience comes first in your business. By building your brand, I just mean your content, your captions, your packaging, your branding. Every single thing must flow towards how your target audience would be thinking and would be feeling. For example, if you're selling something for teenagers, obviously would want to make your ads a little bit childish. If you're selling something for female teenagers, you would want to inculcate colors like pink, colors like purple, because those are colors that female teenagers want to tend to lean and relate to. Just need to know that, okay, this is my target audience. I'm going to build my brand around my target audience. Yes, I'm selling makeup brushes. I can't be using blue colors. I either would use something soft brown, like this, that girls will be able to relate to. I would like to put in something girly, soft and nice, because it's brushes I'm selling. So everything, you need to build your brand around your target audience, honey. Do that. Your target audience are the major people that will support you. Your target audience is the person that actually needs what you're selling, so they don't care, because what you're selling is what they need and that is what they want to buy. So that way you're already set apart, because you already know who you're going to reach out to, and your target audience already knows what they need, which is you and your brand. So that way, knowing your target audience is so important, and that way it helps you to build your brand around it, which also makes them find you and you find them. Simple as. Well, the second thing would be running ads. Running ads is so important. I just feel like if you want to sell out and you're not running ads, You're wasting your time because you need to run ads. You need to do things that will make people see your brand. Any single thing that will make anyone see your brand, do it if you have the capacity. Now, I understand that a lot of people might not be able to have money to run ads, but I feel like as you're making money from your business, you should be removing a certain percentage or removing a certain amount that you're going to be using to run ads per month. And that is so important. You could also follow all these accounting business pages on Instagram. If I remember the one I follow, I'm going to show you guys. They already teach you how you can, put your branding fees into your brand and make money that will help you run ads. So these are important things that you need to know. Running ads is so good for you. So it helps your growth, it helps your page, it helps everything about your online business. So running ads, very important. Instagram ads, if you want to run YouTube ads, run Google ads, any ad you want to run, you run it. And the next thing would be you could use influencers, and it just depends. You can't just go around using every influencer. For example, if you're selling makeup, you can't go and meet a girl who is into makeup. You need to meet an influencer that would help to promote your brand in a specific way. Or you need to use inspiring creators. Even if they don't have the amount of followers you're looking for, they could actually help you create content that you could post on your page and will help you actually get clients. So what I'm saying in essence is, when you're running ads, you could either run through Instagram, Instagram ads and everything, or you could run through, paying an influencer or paying creators to help you create content, which you could also post on your page if you're not big on creating content yourself. Yeah, so the third thing will be branding. I feel like branding is so important. Branding sets you apart at 100. Like, branding makes you just stand out. Like I said, you need to know your target audience. For example, if you're selling something to boys or you want to sell something unisex, you cannot just brand your brand pink, because boys cannot obviously relate to pink all the time. Not every guy can relate to pink. So when you're branding, you need to think about, oh, my target audience would actually click to this fast. Branding just definitely means what you're packaging around your business. Like, even to your online business page, your Instagram page, how is it being branded? What colors are you picking? And the thing with branding is you need to stick to specific colors that you want to keep on using. Like, for example, in my business, I use white, I use black, and I use gold. Those are my brand colors, and I always tend to build my page around white, black, and gold. Some brands will choose blue, some brands can choose green, some brands can choose different colors, but whatever you choose, you need to be able to be consistent in that brand color. That way, when anybody sees this, they're like, this reminds me of that brand, this reminds me of that brand. So your branding just has to flow to your target audience, and that way, it sets you apart from every single person. The thing with branding is you are addressed how you are dressed. So if you want your brand to stand out, you need to go the extra mile. You need to do something really cute, because most times your branding will actually help you to sell out. Because when somebody sees, oh my god, this packaging is so beautiful, even if they don't really need it, but because of the way you have packaged your stuff, they are like, oh my god, I need to get this, even if it's not all that, or even if they don't need it at once. But something beautiful is something that everybody wants. So you need to make your branding beautiful, make your packaging beautiful, make your page beautiful, make your content nice. That way it helps people to want to buy from you. Because if your things are crappy and scrappy, especially in this age where everything seems perfect, you need to make your brand also almost perfect, if not perfect. You understand? Just make everything about your brand beautiful, because how you package is how they are going to address you. If you just do anything anyhow, the people that would come and buy from you are people that do anything anyhow, basically. So, and people want to price you. If you're not packaging up, they're going to want to price you down. So you get it. Stick to your branding, make it perfect, make it beautiful. That's it. One thing I would say is, what does your brand offer? Because the thing is, this saying that, oh, everybody's doing the same thing. Truth is, even if everybody's doing the same thing, what you're doing, how does it make you different? Everybody can be making hair, but how is your own hair service different? So basically, what sets your brand apart? Everybody's doing the same thing, but how is yours different? That's one way you can sell out. How is your own different? How are you making people feel any different? What are you doing that is so unique from other people that are selling? If everybody can just push you to the crowd, then there's nothing for them to bring out and say, okay, I'm going to buy from this person because this person makes me feel this way, or this brand makes me feel this way, or I do things this way, that's why people would buy from me. Basically, you need to do something that will set you apart. Yes, everybody's selling here, but why are you different? basically. The funny thing is any single thing can put you apart. It could even be your branding, it could even be the words you say, it could be your captions, it could be any single thing, but just try to make it unique. It doesn't have to be your words, it could just be your page, it could be your packaging, your nylon, your anything, it could be how you speak to them. Whatever you do, try to make yourself unique from the other person doing what you're doing. That's it. Capish? Post like your life depends on it. Like, you need to be posting. The way you post on your normal Instagram page, you need to post everywhere that you're on, your Instagram, your TikTok, just keep post any way that you can make people see your brand. Just post. And the thing is, post where you feel like your customers are, because sometimes you might be wasting your time posting everywhere, to be honest, but where do you think your customers are majorly? Like, for example, if you're selling makeup, you know that girls are more into makeup, so you know that most of these girls will either be on YouTube learning how to do makeup, or they will either be on Instagram watching other people do makeup. Basically, if you're selling makeup or you're into that line of makeup, you know that girls will definitely be on Instagram or will be on YouTube searching makeup stuff or looking at makeup stuff. So you need to post on those places, run your ads around those places, Instagram, YouTube. Okay, and you also need to use your hashtags. It's a different thing when you're posting, but are they seeing you? And sometimes hashtags are so good. Sometimes, I wouldn't say all the time, but you know, hashtags will also help, because there's sometimes I'm personally looking for something and I'm like something in Lagos, and it's the brands that actually come out that I go check or I go shop from. You understand? Yeah, so in the part where I was saying post like your life depends on it, post things that are shareable, because sometimes when you post something, it might not be shareable. It might be like, oh my god, some people cannot actually post on their page because it doesn't look nice, and I'm just being realistic. You need to post things that people can actually post on their page, even if they don't want it, but it's just so beautiful that they want to share. Okay, so these are things that you need to put it in your mind. If you don't know how to create content, go and check YouTube. You'll see tutorials on how to create photos, you know, videos, but I know it's not for everyone. So that way, if you don't know how to do these things, you can pay creators who already do it. If you don't have the money, save up and do these things. And even if you're not posting on your page all the time, post on your stories at least. Post something, let people know that, oh, this brand is there, this brand is there, this brand is there. That way you're building your brand small by small, brick by brick. The more you post, the more people will say, oh, I can actually depend on this brand is always there, always posting. You don't have to overpost, but you know, try to post. Let them know that you're consistent, let them see your page, let them see your stuff. That way, you know, you're getting there, you're building momentum, you're building a page, you're building a brand. That's just, you need to keep posting and posting. That way people would actually buy from you. Yeah, and another thing is, when you're even posting on your Instagram or your page, you need to diversify whatever you're posting. Like, sometimes you could make it an entertaining post about your hair. Like, if you're selling hair, you can be like, oh, 5 ways to style your hair. You could now post like videos on that. You could also post memes. You could also post, it doesn't have to be only the pictures of your hair. You need to like make it like nice so that people are able to relate to your brand and they're like, oh, this is nice. For example, I've had clients who come and tell me, oh, I'm actually buying this because I like how you did your content about this, basically. And you get a client like that. You need to play around your brand, try new things, you know. That way, people see your brand and they appreciate what you're doing and they will just want to buy and support. Post your reviews too, because some people always like words of mouth. Some people, yeah, they've seen that your hair is nice, yes, they've seen it, but what is another person saying about your brand? That would actually help you to sell. Because if you're only posting about your own thoughts or whatever, people wouldn't like take it as serious, because obviously it's your business, you will say anything to sell. But what is somebody else saying about your brand? So posting reviews are so good and it helps your business to sell. Be nice to your clients, be nice to people who DM you, even if they are not buying. Like, it doesn't mean you should now talk to them in a sassy way, or don't talk to them like you're talking to your friends. You just say okay, like just be respectful, be nice, tell them beautiful things, make them feel nice, make them feel good. Truth is, how you make them feel would actually go a long way, because it could actually promote your business to another person. When you treat people nice, they will never forget. Even if they don't have the money now, when they have the money, they will always want to come back and buy from you, and they will be like, oh, this girl actually really treated me nice, this brand actually treated me nice, and I think I would like to buy from them. So how you treat your clients is so important. Your customer service is key. You know, try to make things fast for them. And another way for you to sell out is your mindset. you cannot sell out if you don't have the right mindset. If you don't think you can make millions, you can never make millions. That's just it. If you are always bummed about your day, even if you don't make any sale that day, you need to be grateful that at least you have a business. Some people are actually trying to get businesses started and they do not. So you that you have yours, even if you don't make a sale in a day, it still doesn't mean shit. You need to be patient. You also need to have a good mindset. If you don't think you can make billions, you're not going to make billions. If you don't think you can make millions, you're not going to make millions. So your mindset is so important. Treat it like egg. Treat your business like, egg, basically. Do things that will keep you running on the long run. You're not coming to business to sell out and go. You're coming to business to sell out and keep the pace and keep, selling out. So sometimes business is not all rosy, okay? Sometimes there might be times where it's slow. Sometimes it may pick up and be very fast. So the major thing is do things that will set your business apart and keep you different from any other person doing exactly what you're doing, basically. So yeah, I guess I'm done. I've spoken all through this video. Like, my mouth hurts. It's been a while. So guys, thank you so much for this episode of Queen Boss TV. Until next time, I'll be back with another juicy stuff, of course. Bye.